Good morning everybody, Jack Flips eBay here, hope everybody is well. I certainly am. It is Wednesday again, feels like the time is absolutely flying, but I've got a very busy day on my hands today. What I'm doing today is that I am going to be taking some parcels. I'm going to be showing you exactly what I've sold recently. Not a lot. Don't know what's going on with eBay and Vinted, but not a lot. Also, I'm going to be getting my barnet trimmed. I need a bit of a haircut now. It's a bit wet. It's not greasy, by the way. But yeah, need to get my hair cut. And also, I am actually doing something a bit different, but I'll explain that later on in the video. Oh yeah, and I can't forget, I am going to be hitting some charity shops today, so you guys are in for it. But if none of you have watched me before, I'm Jack Flips eBay. I do eBay and Vinted reselling on the side of a full-time job. I also do YouTube as well. So I started this since February, and from February to now, we have really built up a massive channel here, nearly on 10k. So let's try and hit that 10k this month, please, guys. Come on. But I just want to give you a bit of an update of what I've sold. So I've sold one thing, which is a Cotton Traders rugby top. I'll probably sell this because the Six Nations is on at the moment. And England have just beat France, which is pretty good. But I've sold this for £10 and I got this for like £4 about 6 months ago. Probably could have got more for it, but I've had it kicking around for ages. So I needed to just get it gone. I do have a label already printed for it there. If you guys are wondering what printer labels I get them from UPS for free, these ones. They don't ship me shipping bags anymore, but I still get my shipping thermal printer labels for free. And then what I do is I stick my labels straight in there, as you can see under there. Pull that through, shut that. And that's my Veretti one I use. But I did promise I am going to be making a printer video on this. This company have reached out to me and sent me this. So I am going to be also doing a review on that printer compared to my one. Honestly, I will be doing that this week. I just haven't had a lot of time to actually be able to sit down, set it up and go through it all. But I am going to be doing that probably back end of today. So you might get the video back end of this week. So watch out for that. But I just want to say eBay and Vinted, since they brought in the new rules for private sellers, have been very, very slow. Not Vinted. Vinted's okay. I'm getting a lot of watchers. But with Vinted, it's being flooded with resellers now. I do find that. It's very good to resell on. But it's becoming one of those apps which is a bit like Depop. Depop's still good, but not as popular as it once was because it just got flooded with resellers. But I'm one of those resellers, so I'm not going to slag anyone off because it is what it is, you know what I mean? But it's getting slower. It's getting slower and slower, Vinted is. But then some weeks you can have a really quick week and sell like 10 things within a couple of days. And the next week you might not sell anything within a space of 3 days. And then all of a sudden over the weekend you sell like 4 or 5 things. That's what Vinted is like. But eBay is very different to that. They brought out a new rule, so all private sellers will now have to have buyer protection fees added on. So maybe a lot of people are looking at that when it comes to listings and thinking, you know what, I don't fancy buying off that person, kind of thing. That might be what's happening, but who knows? Who knows? But I've sold one thing. I need to do a lot of listing because over the last couple of days I've been slacking with the listing as well. And one thing I always do push this year, I've said massively, the more you list, the more you sell, and that is very true. And I've got loads of stuff down here which I need to list imminently. But I'd just like to show you what I've also bought off Vinted. As you guys know, I don't just buy from charity shops, I do buy off Vinted as well to resell on eBay and Vinted. God, look at my hair, it's everywhere. Getting a trim in half now, so I need to be snappy. But first thing I have bought is a Berghaus. Get that out of the way. Berghaus jacket. Okay, this is a ladies' Berghaus jacket. I got this for £8, including fees, everything like that, and shipping. It's in very good condition. It's a ladies' size 10. And believe it or not, I'll probably be able to get about £30 to £40 for that. And the reason why, it's because it is, it's the Aquafoil one. See there, Aquafoil. Bit creased, but it's been in a bag, so extremely happy with that. I need to get that listed this evening. And secondly, in here, this is something slightly different. So I was looking at Crocs, okay, and I was filtering on Vinted the other day Crocs by Resold and by Newest and seeing if I could snipe any for really cheap. And I stumbled across these bad boys. So these aren't your usual Crocs. These are like your Croc clogs, okay. I don't know what that is. Can anyone just explain to me, how is that making a noise in there? Feels like something's inside the bottom of the clog, but it's all built in, all in one, and it's all rubber. So I don't know. Oh well, I'll be able to sell it anyway. I'll just have to put in the description, the clog is making a funny noise. Anyway, I bought these for £2.50. It was about £5 after fees and shipping, but I should be able to get anywhere between 25 and 30 for these. That's why I bought them. Give them a bit of a wipe up. They need a bit of a clean. But can anyone tell me where that would be coming from? It's in there. It's in this part, but you can't get that off. And there's no holes in the shoe, and there's no holes underneath. Oh well, it is what it is. That's really confused me. Oh well. So one last thing I'd just like to mention. On the last video, I said I managed to message somebody on Vinted and say, look, you're selling that for way too cheap. I can pay a little bit more for it. I've had a lot of people disagree with what I've done. Personally, I share my views with you because I'm a very open channel. I've had some people saying, oh, you need to come across in real life like you come across on your video. I'm brutally honest with everybody in these videos, and I'm exactly how I am in real life. Exactly how I am in real life. That's why I love doing YouTube so much, because I don't have to fake it. You know, a lot of people edit all these videos like massively. I just trim them. I don't edit them massively. I am me. If in your reselling game, if you can see an item and someone sniped it for dirt cheap, fair enough. But if there's an item there which is it's a lady who looks like she's having a bit of a clear out, and I messaged her and say, okay, you've listed that for a bit too low. She was like, okay, perfect. Well, what do you want to offer me for it? I offered her more than double of what the previous person offered, and she was like, okay, why not? That's personally a nice thing of me to do, but also I've done it because I know I could also make money on it from spending £12 on it. People are a bit bored, you know. When you're in reselling game, it's a lonely game. You can't go, oh, someone else has bought it. Oh, I'm just gonna leave it. But if you were just about to buy it and someone else has bought it, and you can see they've bought it for less than half, if I message that seller like I did and say, look, I'll offer you double, what's the problem with that? I don't see there's any problem with that at all. Yes, if you're at a car boot and someone's already got it, it's very different, because someone compared it to a car boot sale. It's very different at a car boot. But when you're online and someone's selling something and they've just sold it, why would you not message them and say, I'll offer you a bit more for it? That personally, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. And if people want to say there is, then fair enough. Everyone's allowed their own opinion. But when you're in a reselling game, if you can get something for a little bit more and you can still sell it for something more, why would you not? I don't know the person who bought it. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, less of a rant. Let's go get the haircut and hit some charity shops and do something else. You'll see in the video a bit later on. Bosh, before my haircut, I've had to treat myself to a Greg's all-day breakfast baguette and a coffee. Right, here we go. What do you guys think of that fresh trim? Looking very neat. Big up Tom Darling. Thanks for that. But, guys, we're going to be hitting some charity shops now. Funny thing is, we're going to be hitting some charity shops, but I think I've got a bit of an addiction to charity shopping. The reason why is because I've got so much stuff at home I need to list. But I just love going in charity shops because every other day there's new stuff in them. And I found that jacket, haven't sold it yet, a wax jacket. But that's just proof of why I love it. Bread bin, 200 quid bread bin, even though I don't know if it's going to be a £200 bread bin or not, but a bit dodgy that is. But I just love going in them. I love recording, showing you guys them, so let's go. So I'm currently just getting my car cleaned because I am actually going to be selling this car. I've had it for over a year now, and I've not really been driving it. So it's freshly MOT'd, and I'm going to be selling it today. I was a bit dubious where to actually meet this person who wants to come and buy my car, because I didn't really want to do it at my address, and I want to do it in a public car park where no one can really steal it. If they steal it, there's cameras everywhere. So I've always got it in the back of my mind, but I'll let you know how it goes. Just want to make sure it's still nice and clean so the person can be more likely to buy it. But don't worry, we are hitting some charity shops in a minute. So we're at Western Fable here to go hit some charity shops. But if you guys are wondering what car I'm selling this. I've had it for over a year now, and it's just sitting on my driveway doing nothing. I did get it for one of my brothers and sisters to use as a car at home, because I'm one of 5, as a lot of you probably know, but they just haven't got any use out of it. So it's been freshly MOT'd, no advisories, and I thought, why not stick it on Auto Trader? And someone's coming to view it today. But let's go into Bernardo's first. That's the first charity shop. Let's go get some bargains. These are just like the shape up ones, the Skechers, but gonna leave those. So I saw this. I was gonna pick it up, but it doesn't open. It's broken. Unless it needs to be switched on for it to be able to open. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on there? Nah, it's definitely faulty. I'm not picking it up. All right. Bernardo's have now got Wi-Fi in here, so this one here is a BT nuisance blocker, BT 8600 advanced cool blocker. I'm going to check if everything's all inside it, but if so, it's go for about 25 to 30 quid, so I'm going to get that. Just triple checked. It's got 2 phones in there. One phone looks like it's never been used, probably needs a bit of a clean, needs a bit of a wipe, but yeah, I'm going to grab that. Right, so these are 5 quid. Need a bit of love, need a bit of a clean, but for 5 quid. These are really clean shoes for that. What size are they? 8.5 as well. They'll sell pretty well. I don't even know. I'm not even going to look at comps, but for 5 quid, why would I not? Bargain. I haven't got my bag today, so I'm going to have to carry it around. It's very awkward to record, but seeing if any of these things in here resell for anything more, but I don't think they do, unfortunately. Thought these might go for something. 350. It looks like a retro cranium tin for a game, but unfortunately it doesn't go for anything. If it was in America, it would go for like 20 quid. UK, it would go for like 5. Always got to check the bread bins. This is pretty good. Recently sold for 24 quid, but look, the V's coming off it, so I'm going to leave it. Right, so I'm going to get this. This is a Carrymore Urban 30 rucksack. These sell for quite a bit of money. Just checking that the quality is pretty good. It is. A little bit of fray in there, but it happens with used bags. A little bit dirty as well, but I'm sure I'll be able to clean that up. This here is 7 quid. They go for about 25 to 30 quid, so I'm going to grab that. That was pretty good in there. Got 3 things. Some decent bit of profit from that there, but now we're going into the kids Bernardo's. Here we are. Let's go in. See what bargains we can get. A few DVDs in here, brand new ones. Unfortunately, that doesn't go for anything, but where was it? Avengers Infinity War, 50p. If you've never watched that, that's such a good film. Insane. If you're wondering about why my hands are so dirty, because I've been cleaning my car, so I'm not a dirty guy. I'm just a bit dirty today. Seen this. Is a used scrum out. I'm not even going to pick it up. £2.50, which is a decent price, but I think if people are going to be buying them, people are going to be buying new ones for their kids. Not all the time, but most likely. What else is there in here? Anything else good in here? Not really. Thought these might be worth something. They're very new, but they're not new, if you know what I mean. Yeah, these only go for like £5, and they are a £5. This is from Despicable Me 3. How much is it? £2.50, but pre-owned. They go for about £2.50. If that was new with tags on, probably about 10 to 15 quid. But unfortunately, plushes without tags, unless they're jelly cats, don't really go for much. Absolutely nothing in that shop. Let's go in the last one, Deborah, see if we can find anything. Remember when these came out? When I was a kid, I used to love this kind of stuff. There's like a dinosaur one as well, with a remote. Fortunately, they're priced at £7.50 on its own, but it only goes about 4 quid online. A bit expensive in here. Right, so the prices are getting ridiculous. £15 for a pair of worn shoes. No grip on the bottom of them, because they're Under Armour. These are brand new, about 100 quid, but used, they look like they've just been put through the washing machine. But I'm not going to get them. Too expensive, man. So we've got loads of pops in here. 6 quid a pop. Pretty good. This one here, though, 20 quid each one. That's all 4 of them, but we've outpriced them so much. If they're like tenner, I get them, but 20 quid each, no thanks. Right, I came out of that shop with absolutely nothing. Both of those charity shops there had nothing. The first Bernardo shop did have something, but not the greatest of buys. Unfortunately, none there, but we're going to go to Riverside Retail Park now. This is where I'm meeting this guy who I'm selling the car to. Well, he's coming to view the car. So I've just met the guy, very nice guy. He wants the car, so I'm going to drop it to him this evening at about 6 o'clock, and we're going to do the whole transaction there. So I will need to do the keeper change. I will need to end the tax and put it into his name, and that's pretty much it. I'll just have to make sure he bank transfers me the money, make sure I've got it in my account before I leave. Apart from that, all good. But I do hope you've enjoyed today's video, because that is the end. I will give you a bit of an update in another video this week on how everything went on this evening, so please do stay tuned for that. But guys, once again, it's been a pleasure. If you guys have enjoyed, I haven't got my soulmate with me today, Chloe. No, I haven't got her with me today, so a lot of you guys are probably like, oh, your videos are better without her, with her. with her. But yeah, she's not here. But anyway, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, let's go.